Hi Fran, how are you?
Hi David, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I think the burning question this afternoon, Fran, is do you think that giving away your Miami Vice jacket at the Scottish Cup final ultimately cost you a place in the Celtic Christmas video?
I think I was quite delighted with my performance, but the professionals probably they didn't like it as much. And yeah, I unfortunately I wasn't part this year, but I will work hard to make sure I am there next year.
Thanks, Fran. It's sort of the feel of a must-win game on Sunday, especially with the other game with Glasgow City playing the Rangers. Do you think maybe a draw in that game would suit us well when obviously we need the 3 points?
Yeah, for us, David, every game is a must game. It's a must-win game. Every single one of them. But especially not having won in the league for the first time. Now it's very important not to have 2 defeats in a row and put a good performance in front of our fans and good display and hopefully get the 3 points. Obviously, we don't want. We will watch the other game because we are going to play Rangers in the following week, but we don't really care what happened in that game. We know we are going to play each of the teams one. If we qualify top 6, that hopefully we will, then there is a split another 2 games, so at least 3 times more City and 4 times Rangers. So what they do between them at this moment in time, we don't care. We just want to put a great performance and to make sure we prepare ourselves for the following as well when come the case.
How do you pick the squad up? What have you prioritised picking the squad back up after the 2 disappointing results before the break?
I agree with you. The results were disappointed, but for example, the first result, that's one of the things that happen in football, totally undeserved. I was so proud of the team. We played fantastic football, even despite having a player less. So for me, everyone was praised for their efforts, for their commitment. So that was a great performance, despite the result was obviously a very negative one for us. Then the performance against Glasgow City, for me, it wasn't good. We improved a little bit in the second half, but it was definitely our worst performance of the season against a top side. And I don't think we deserved to lose the game, but we didn't win. And then obviously when we have the draw, we lost it in the last minute with lack of concentration. So that was for me concern. What we've done is obviously since then, obviously work over and over and over again with the issues that we thought we make in that game. And I think the girls corrected. I think Natalie mentioned, we play a top side without any internationals, full strength, Sunderland, and we have a fantastic game at Lennoxtown. And most of the mistakes that we make, we were fantastic at it. So now, obviously, the important thing is in a competitive game, do exactly the same. So we don't know the team yet. There is a couple of spots that we will decide tomorrow. But some of the girls already entered their spot, and they earned it at training with the quality, but also with the concentration levels, which is what, in our opinion, has cost us the point against Glasgow City.
Just looking ahead to the weekend, this Hearts side, it feels like Ava has really got a project that she's working on, and this is a side that's now 4th in the league. They've sort of come out really strong this season. What do you perceive as the main threat that they present, and how do you sort of expect them to set up, and how do you want to counter that?
We know how they are going to set up. They've been all season with 5 at the back, with 2 wing backs. In terms of us, it pretty much match our formation. I know most of their players, and actually I have worked with many of their players, either at Celtic or even when I was in England. So I know them very well. They are a threat in the counter, a lot of pace up front. Only Georgia has scored 6 goals. In a team like us, they haven't scored many, is quite impressive. And yeah, obviously, last year they didn't have finances, and this year they have become almost fully professional. I know they are not training every day, but they have massive investment. They brought so many players in full-time salaries. So obviously that improved a lot. And on top of that, Eva is a very good coach, and they got a very clear philosophy. For us, it's good because we can prepare very well because we know exactly how they work, and it's less uncertainty. Plus, we know their players. But it's true that it's a side in top form, and we just come from our defeat. So that's the question mark. Are we going to be at our best, which is what we are hoping and working towards? If we are, I think we will be able to get the 3 points. But if we are not at our best, we will definitely not get the 3 points. And that's the same message we say to the girls. So we definitely will expect to face a very, very strong side. It's going to be a great game, and hopefully with a good result for us.
Can I just sneak in a quick question about player availability, either through injury or international travel? Is there anyone who's not going to be available?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have our 2 goalkeepers that come from last year, injured. And apart from that, we only got Shen Menglu. She's going to be probably maybe 1.5 weeks. But we got back every other player. So everyone is fit apart from obviously the 2 goalkeepers and Shen Menglu.
Hi, Fran. Natalie seemed in quite a good mood after that Sunderland friendly. Obviously, when the pressure's off, sometimes players can show you stuff they might not do in a competitive game. What would you say was the biggest lessons you took from that Sunderland friendly?
Well, the first is obviously for us was important, compete. I know it's not a competitive game in terms of an official game, but you know we need this adrenaline that you have in match days. It was important as well to give minutes to players like Jacinta, who cannot play competitive until the following week. But the biggest lesson is we correct all the mistakes that we felt we did in the previous game. I think we corrected them. We were outstanding against a side that would be definitely in the top 3 sides in the country, or top 4 for sure. It's a very strong side, and they don't have any international going away. So we pick a very tough opponent just to test ourselves, and I think the result was quite good. We were very pleased with our performance, and especially with correcting the mistakes. So that's the biggest lesson. Mistake that we made, we didn't do it against a side that are very good. So hopefully we carry on like that on Sunday.
It's 2 tough opponents, obviously, coming up, but previously put that run together, that 100% record, which obviously now ended. Is it just that focus of one game at a time and then just trying to get back in that type of run again? You've spoken about those mistakes being corrected through that friendly performance. Is it just focusing on one game at a time and then letting it be natural in terms of maybe looking to get another run together?
Yeah, of course. We take all the time. And regardless of the competition, one game at a time. We want to be at our best. We put our game task. So it's not necessarily only about the 3 points, only about the performance. We got our individual and team performances. We got our numbers that we want to hit and then we want to improve. So even when we are winning a game in the past 7-0, we need to carry on taking our chances. We need to carry on pressing, because we got touched on pressing efficiency, etc., etc. So we try to be better regardless of the result, regardless of the performance. Try to be better all the time, and that's no different for Sunday. Of course, until the last game, we didn't even concede a goal in the league, which was incredible. But didn't count anything on Sunday. And the same, a defeat in the previous league game, it doesn't count for anything. If we do what we have to do, I think we will have a good game. So yeah, one game at a time. Hopefully we get the 3 points.
Yes, sorry, here Chen she has an injury. I would like to ask you 2 Chinese players' relation. Are they a rival or are they a good cooperator?
Yeah, we are very happy with both. Actually, it's a shame for Shen Menglu, because she scored against Glasgow City. She came from the bench and make a massive impact. She was unstoppable. Probably my mistake for not putting her in earlier. But then the following, we play an in-house game after that. And again, she was very, very good. She's growing. It was difficult at the beginning for her because of the language barrier, different philosophy. She came from Portugal, different weather. But obviously, Shen Mengyu is helping her to settle here, and the teammates as well. We all love her. They are lovely people. And they are growing, and both they are having a great impact. Obviously, the other Shen Mengyu you all saw last year, it was the Celtic player that played more games in the season, and then obviously her best performance was in the cup final, scoring a goal and playing as a fullback or wingback, who she never done before. So yeah, very happy with both. Very positive impact in the team, and I think the good thing is they are only at 70%, so still they got a lot of room for improvement, and they will become even better players than they are now.